Welcome to another episode of Bare Naked Convos. So we've been out for a while. We actually recorded an episode last week, or the week before.
No, was it Sunday?
I don't know, but
I remember when it was.
I want to go deeper into that topic. It was death, and it was death and dreams. But I want to go deeper into that. So that we scrapped that episode, and we're back with this one's just random. We have a lot of cards. Let's see, 4 sets of different cards, different questions. We're just gonna ask each other, and we'll just find out more about each other, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So
going first?
It's good to be back. I will ask first.
Ugh.
I will ask from this stack.
So you're the lady, I'm the gentleman today?
Okay, so this one has 3 questions, but we're just going to pick one, the one we like best from this.
Oh.
Do you think people ever really change?
Yes, people can change, but the question is for how long? Like, is the change that they're wanting to do permanent, or is the change only wanting for
change? Just like the.
Well, I mean,
do you think that people really change?
Yes, they can.
Yeah, I think so. But there's always going to be that little thing that your past is always going to can always pop up. You gotta, if you're in the right environment, you're gonna you're gonna revert back to your old crap. Yeah, but yeah, they can change if they're in the right environment, I think.
And they stick to it, and they actually.
Yeah. So
we're picking whatever cards.
Yeah, you need stack.
Oh, that's nice. I'm just. What makes a house a home?
What makes a house a home? Oh gosh.
What do you think
makes a house a home? I mean, I think it's different for everyone. Like for me, it's just being comfortable. Comfort. Like being able to run around in your underwear and that makes it a home, like
being able to do that. I think if I really do think about it, and when I say like I owning a home or something like that, I think it would be having a library.
Yeah.
I think that just because I don't know, it's like a place to go and get out of your mind.
Relax.
Yeah.
That's true.
And the naked part, I mean the being
Bare
comfortable.
Naked comedy. We were talking about doing an episode because we always run around in underwear, so but no. It would be rated R. We wouldn't be able to put to it.
When we'd get banned.
Yes, we'd definitely get flagged.
Banned.
Anyways, here's a question. What is the absolute worst thing you've ever done?
Dang. Worst thing I've ever done.
Come on, Bare Naked Combos, guys.
I know. Okay, so I to me, I think this is like the worst thing I could have ever done, and I'm so glad I went back on it. So I was 19, 20 maybe, Yeah, maybe 19. I think 19 going on 20. And I had, no, I think I was 18 or 19. Anyways, I had my firstborn, and I literally had just found out I was pregnant again. And I was just like absolutely devastated. I literally was like upset at myself. So when I was upset, I thought the best thing to do was to, of course, abort because that was my option at the point. And I had talked to the dad, and we had agreed he had given me the money. And of course, I went to Planned Parenthood, of course, what it was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I paid the money. I think it was, remember, it's like $400 or $500. I don't remember the exact amount, but I remember it was that much. And I literally went in there. Of course, they called you back, took you back. They make sure, confirm, and they do like an ultrasound. And I was just like, and then all of a sudden, they just like, okay, sit over here in this little small section of the waiting room. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this freaking sonogram, and I'm just looking and I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my gosh, like, and I'm thinking and I'm watching everybody and I'm hearing the vacuum
Oh
because there's
shit.
people right there, like, literally having their, their part done already. And I'm sitting there waiting to be called, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, why am I doing this? Like, and so I literally sat there for maybe like another 5 minutes. I literally started crying. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I got up. I went to the front and I told the lady, I'm not doing it. I said, I want my money back. And she goes, okay, we'll mail you a check to your house. She goes, we'll refund you the money back. And I was like, okay. And I literally took off from that place. So Planned Parenthood was downtown, and I didn't live far. I ran all the way home crying. I thought that was the worst thing because I could have killed my kid. And now when I think about it, and I always tell him all the time, where I look at him, I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't do that. Like, I
Damn.
just felt like that was the worst thing of me. Like, yeah, we all don't want to, like, you know, make more things and feel like they can't do it, but that's how I felt. And I was just like, I didn't want to bring a kid into this world if I wasn't financially okay,
Yeah.
is what it was. And so I felt like I did that. And when I think about it, and that was funny how,
you don't think it's weird how money makes you make like the dumbest decisions ever?
mm-hmm,
Just because you don't have money, you do stupid shit. Like, dude, it's just money. Like, I used to be like that. Like, money, like worried about money, but now I don't give a damn. Like, I
yeah,
mean, if I could be in debt or homeless or carless, whatever, like, yeah, it sucks, but money does not. I don't let that make my decisions, because the people do, like, they're always thinking about money. Like, oh, they're in a horrible marriage because of money, or they have abortions or whatever because of money. Like,
yeah,
yeah, it's crazy.
that was probably the
But
worst thing. You?
oh, the worst, man. I've done a lot of terrible things. But you know what? I remember I was. This is gonna sound so messed up. Like, oh my god, I'm even embarrassed to say it, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, and I've done horrible stuff. But this one like really hurts me. Like, I was probably like 14. No, no, no. Like maybe 12, 13 years old, and we were playing football or baseball in the street, and my friend hit the ball into this lady's house, and she was my grandma's friend. And but that day, I guess she was mad. I don't know what was wrong with that lady. She was in a bad mood, and she didn't want to give us the ball. Like, my friend went to go get it, and she like told him to get out. And I went over there. I said, "Can I have the ball?" No. Shit. And then I just like I cussed her out pretty bad. Like, I had a big mouth. I still have a big mouth, but back then it was bad. I cussed her out, and she started crying. When I told my grandma, I got in trouble. But oh, that just I don't know. I just felt so stupid, and I still feel bad like right now saying it. But I think that made me feel so bad and I still feel like shit when I say it when I think of it. But yeah, that was bad because she was a real nice lady and my grandma's friend. So like she'd be at my grandma's every day, and I live with my grandma. So just to see when I would see her, I'd feel so ashamed and like just the lowest of the low, you know. But okay,
You're
your turn.
cruel. Very cruel. Which choice had the most significant impact on your course of life?
Which choice?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, there's several of those too. Um, that's a good question. Very good question. Which choice had the
The most significant.
significant impact on the course of my life? I would say, oh, I can. This is gonna be like such a long story, but there's like it's two combined in one. So back in '98, um, I was working at a hotel as a groundskeeper. Um, I had one son, and I was married. Well, my I was trying to get go to apply. I was applying. I had applied to work at a state prison as a prison guard, but I didn't want to go. I didn't want to work there because this is a stupid reason. Because my friend, my really good friend from since we were kids, he was in prison, and my cousin was in prison. So to me, like working there was kind of I felt like I was betraying them in a way, and I hated the law, and I didn't want no part of it. So, but then again, my wife at the time was pregnant with my second son. So I remember um, one morning we were at work, and I walked to the post office and got checked the mail, and I got the letter from the state to go that I had. I read it, opened it, read it. It said you have to report to Beeville, Texas, for training for guard to be a prison guard. And I saw it, and at that I was like, I'm gonna tear it up because I did not want to work there. And but I was thinking, my son's fixing to be born, man. I gotta work. So I remember I took the job. I hated it, but if I hadn't taken that job, I wouldn't have met the person that encouraged me to go to college to take college courses because he would always on my ass like go to work, go to work. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be here your whole life. And I hated that job. I was like, no, I don't want to be here. But that was like I knew that was it for me. Like I had to stay at that job. And he would always tell me like, you need to go to school. You don't need to be here. Like you're better than this. And I went to school, became a nurse, and that taking that job and going to nursing school was like that was a significant like it had a great impact. And that inmate is I wish I knew his name. Damn, I was trying to remember his name, but I still picture his face. I know he had a teardrop, and he was a black dude. He was a real cool dude, man. And I'm thankful for crossing paths with that dude because I would have never ever gone to college. Like it would have never happened if I wouldn't have met him. But yeah, that's my significant moment.
So I think um, whenever I think I was gonna say maybe like I was 20, 21, 22, somewhere in there. Um, I had I needed to find a job that would kind of like work around my kids, and so I lived on the east side, of course, and there
Southside.
is whatever.
She's really a South Sider, but
No,
she just says
I'm
she's an
not.
East Sider. But okay.
No. And so Casa de Amigos, of course, held this like it's like a help for kids, and I actually got to help the kids that were behind. I would go to Travis, I would go to De Zavala, I would go to South.
You were like a tutor.
I was like not like a tutor, but I was more like helping, I guess, the kids that were falling behind or didn't understand like in an assignment in the classroom, or they got to review their tests beforehand,
Oh, okay.
things like kind of like that. Like I was helping them because they were behind or they didn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that. I think I did that for like almost maybe 2 years, I think. And then I would go work all day long at the schools and I would alternate the days. And then I would still go to casa and I would help the kids that were going there with homework and things like that still. And for that, that was like my cue to want to help people. Like I had been trying to figure out for the longest time because I went as soon as I graduated, I did go to college, but I was lost. Like I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was
Yeah.
a mom and I just
Like most kids, they just go to college for the.
yeah, and I mean, I was going to school and I was taking some of the courses, but like I got lost and I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And so me doing that was like either I said I either want to be like a teacher or eventually my dream was to be an oncologist doctor. And so I think those are my two options that I'm still leaning towards. But that was my biggest significant impact because that gave me the door to open to
Yeah,
where
you're
I
like
needed to start and be like, okay, this is what I want to do.
right.
So,
My turn again.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Uh, where were you when you first heard about 9/11?
When I heard about 9/11, I was walking through my cousin's front door because my grandpa had just passed away on September the 8th. And we had just got through doing his funeral. And we were coming back to the house or to my cousin's house
So his
to,
funeral was on September 11th.
it was on
Uh,
September the 11th, yes. And we were walking in because we had just finished with the um, grave site where we were at the cemetery, and we just happened to turn on the TV because we were gonna start cooking and stuff and have people over, and we just see all of the news going on that the things are falling, of course, and the plane ran into it and all of that. So I wasn't in school. I was actually at my grandpa's
how old were
funeral.
you?
12 or 13.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. No. Just where was I? I was. I worked nights at that time.
Okay.
I was working nights. Were you really 12 or 13? That's crazy because I was already like working like at a. Anyways, I was.
Yeah,
um,
2001.
I worked nights. I worked nights at the prison. No, I don't even remember. Yeah, I don't even remember. Anyways, I remember I had gone. I had gotten home that morning. No, I didn't work nights. I worked morning shift, and I got up early because I was gonna take my kids to school, and I was watching CNN. For some reason, the TV was on CNN, and I was getting ready. I was in my room. I remember I was in my bedroom, and you could see to my living room. The TV was on in the living room, and I was watching it, and I saw when the tower was in flames, and then I ran, like I walked to the TV and said, "Yeah, a plane hit or whatever." And I sat down, I was watching it, and then when the second plane hit, I was like, "What the hell?" It's like it was crazy because you saw it on live TV, and it smashed into the tower like boom, and it was funny because maybe like 2 minutes later, my phone rings, ring, and we had home phones at the time. And, hello, and it was my friend, a good friend, Memo. You know Memo. He's hey bro, did you see? We're going to war, man. We're going to war. I was like, what the heck? It was crazy. Like we knew that there was gonna be a big old change, man. And yeah, but I saw it. It was that when that second plane hit, it was crazy. Whoa. But yeah, I was home, getting ready to take my kids to school, or my first son, because the little one was still a baby.
Okay. So it says, what actions can we take to safeguard the planet for future generations?
Go vegan, like your boy here, 100% plant based. Okay, I messed up on my diet, but that's still my goal. But anyways, yeah, I think you can go vegan, or for the most part plant based. Um, and then
Recycling. I
yeah,
think,
recycling, because I think the oceans especially, they're like horrible, like,
yeah, like
and
all the bottles, trash.
plastic, especially
Oh
plastic.
gosh.
And I think we should stop drilling. I hope Kamala and Tim Walz stop that or decrease it, because this just messes up the environment.
That's messing
Yeah,
up
and
our.
we live in oil field country, but it's just trash to me. I mean, it's money, but like I said, money is not important. It's the environment is what our health is what's more important to me. That's
Yeah.
how we can improve.
Yeah. I say the recycling just because it's like now they're making shoes. Have you seen like the shoes that they
Mm-hmm.
make that are like recycling now? Like I think
Yeah,
that's cool. Like we can build back into that. Um, the
I
trees,
think these are recycled bottles too.
the trees,
Plant
like
trees.
yeah, like
Yeah, we
they're
need to
taking
plant
away
more
all the
trees.
trees because of paper and whatever else we're using it for. I
Homes.
yeah, like I feel like we shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's good to recycle whatever, but not our trees, like not like our nature. I mean,
Or at
that's
least
what
plant trees for everyone you destroy. Like plant two or
yeah,
three trees for one.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Mhm.
Which of your friends has the coolest job?
uh, I think to be honest, Laura, she works for a she works for a law office,
Mm-hmm.
so she deals with a lot of like um I think it's family and I don't remember what the other one is. But it's like
You a paralegal or something?
yeah, I think something like that. But I mean, she has to like transcript all the courts and things like so she gets to like hear everything, see everything, like
All the
yeah,
bad
like what
shit.
goes down,
Yeah.
like things like that. I mean, of course, I work around doctors, but I mean, that's like
That's stressful, man, being a
like I
doctor.
think about that and I'm just like,
Yeah, they get good money, but
yeah. I mean, but it's not
uh,
cool.
yeah.
If that's what you're asking.
Man, I have a lot of friends that are doing cool jobs, man. Like
What cool job? What job
I
is
have
cool
a
is the
I have
question.
a lot of friends that are entrepreneurs.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
they
good.
own their own business, and they can just. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but just being able to own your own business and doing what the hell you want, bossing everyone around. I think that's cool. Being an entrepreneur,
I
having
think
your
an
own business.
entrepreneur is more stressful than a doctor.
Nah,
I think it is just because of all of the, lifting your business off the ground for a whole year or two before you're actually stable. That I mean, that's stressful. But if somebody who's been successful for like 10 years, okay, then I can actually say, yeah, that's a cool job because you
but
don't
a
have
doctor,
no.
you're getting sued all the time, and
And well, you shouldn't be getting sued if you're doing it
Well,
correctly.
you can screw up, especially if you're a surgeon or something, and you
Mm-hmm.
mess up. Damn. And then they're on. They don't sleep that much. They're always 2 or 3 in the morning. Let's go to work. Have to deliver a baby or a surgery or put in a pacemaker or what stent or something. Like yeah, yeah. But okay.
Let's see. Where did you pull out of the
Oh,
last one?
it's your turn. That one.
Let's, I'm just gonna pick out here. What would you try if you had no fear?
I don't have any fear.
Yes, you do. Don't even dare.
What would I try?
Mm-hmm. What's something that you fear most? You remember we were talking about this.
I don't fear nothing really. Yeah, I think but I wouldn't want to try it even if I didn't have fear. Like I
No?
don't find it like skydiving. I don't find that. I mean, what's the point of that? Yeah, I'm scared of it, but even if I wasn't scared, like what's I don't see like any benefit from that. But what would I do if I wasn't scared? You answer first, and I'd come back to me on that because I don't really know.
If I had no fear, I don't know. That's a good question. Like, I'd really have to really like. I mean, we're all basic. We're fear of basic things, but if we were so afraid of certain
I'm not
things,
afraid of nothing. I don't think I am. I'm sure I am. I
I
can't.
I'm pretty sure one of us is, but we cannot. I maybe I'm afraid of like a certain like being like in a if I could like be in a what is it? What would you call it? Like if um like being like in a enclosed like I'm so afraid of snakes. I don't know why. Like it just
You
scares me. Like I don't know. The fact that they can slither and things like that scares me. Like the slithering is what gets me. Not the biting, nothing else. It's the slithering of how they move.
So what would you do with
Like
snakes?
well, if I didn't have the fear, like I would love to be like in a enclosed thing and just kind of like be there in there without like literally having that fear.
Hmm.
It's something about this. I don't know. It's their movement is
I
what
don't know.
scares me.
I don't know what I would do. I really can't answer that. I don't
No.
know. So we'll skip me. Which bones have you broken on your body, if any?
Uh, my ankle, my elbow. Those are the two I have broken. So those are my two things.
Ankle on your elbow?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
So my ankle. Oh my gosh! I was skating and I fell back, and then my elbow. So I was the child that liked to explore houses, abandoned houses, and so one day I was just jumping from roof to roof to roof, and I thought I was really gonna make that last house, and I didn't make it, and I fell straight through. So it was either my option to follow my ass or hit my elbow, and of course I hit my hand so hard it just popped out, and it was hanging.
Damn. I don't think I've broken my hand up here up top and my pinky toe And I think I broke my pinky that one time we were playing basketball. And my cousin Johnny, remember? And he slammed.
You
Uh,
did not break
and
it.
it
I
was
think
like
you
so.
sprained
It
it.
still hurts right now. And this happened like what, a year, over a year ago, and it
Yeah, it was a
still
year.
hurts. It still hurts, and it's like deformed. But I don't know. I haven't. I never went to go check it out. But yeah, I
How
think I
did you
broke it.
break your pinky toe?
Huh? I hit it on the wall, on the corner of a thing.
What did you do? Walk right into? Did you forget
Yeah,
there
you
was a
never
wall?
hit your toe on a stub your
No.
toe or anything. Oh, I think every human has done that. So yes, yeah, that
Nah,
shit hurt. But you can't really do nothing. Just let it.
just let it heal.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Yeah. Is it my turn? Oh, your turn.
no, it's my turn. Oh, it's a good one. What is your most valuable possession?
My most valuable possession.
Yep.
Again, I do not. I'm not materialistic.
It can be anything. It
But I
doesn't.
would say, like right now, that I really like, that I like a lot, is my what is it, that thing that the coach,
Oh my
um
gosh, that bag. It's a man bag.
it's a crossbody man bag, whatever you call it. I think that's pretty cool. I like it. The man purse, whatever the hell you call it.
My most valuable, probably my AirPod Maxes. Those are my valuable things.
Earpod.
My AirPods, my green ones.
Oh, those are nice. If y'all, you need to try those if y'all don't have them. Like I had never messed with them, and she showed them. She showed me the other day. I put it on. Like holy cow! You can hear it's so crisp. Like dang, I was thinking I'm gonna go buy me some. And then she told me how much they were. Like nope, no way.
Uh,
Let's see. What do you consider to be? These are the ones with three questions. So that's pretty cool. What outfit or accessories that you had in the past did you think was the coolest ever?
oh my gosh. Rocking those freaking headbands. Like you would wear it and your hair would kind of be poofy like back in the day, or what was it, the belt, that one belt that you could put in front and it would
The
cross.
disco belt
Nah,
or
I don't know what you would call it. It looked like a freaking
oh yeah, like you like
yeah.
yes, yeah, okay. I remember those.
Yes, and I thought that was so cool. And the choker, like during my time, the choker was like a big thing, and I thought that was like
Like Kat Von D and all that.
yeah, like all of that. Like I thought that
That's
was like so cool.
okay. You say choker, I always think of Kat Von D for some reason. I don't know. She looked cool though. But
You?
me, when I was a kid and the Charlotte Hornets came on the scene,
Oh my
like
god.
I bought everything. I bought the cap, the jacket, the warm ups, shorts, socks, shoes. I had Converse, the cons, the with the little hornet on the side. That I thought I looked so cool, man, so fly. As a matter of fact, my friend Matthew from Pittsburgh, he sent me a picture the other day. I showed you right
Yeah.
of that jacket, the exact same jacket that I had when I was a kid. I was like, man, that's crazy. I was all decked out in Charlotte Hornet. As a matter of fact, my son, I don't have the picture. I don't know where I left it, but my oldest son, um, I dress. He has. There's a picture of him as a baby, and he has Charlotte Hornets shorts, the shirt, and everything. Like he's all decked out in Charlotte Hornets. Yeah, I thought that was so cool back then.
I should cut my finger and it's still hurts. Oh great. I really don't want to answer this question. Do you believe in ghosts or in spirits?
No, I don't. I don't believe, and it's all like in your head. I think to me is if you see a ghost, um it's because you've already heard of ghosts, you've seen a lot of movies about ghosts, so like it's already in your subconscious mind and it like appears. Or but if you had never heard of ghosts or whatever, it would they will never appear. Like everything you know, it's like it comes up. So I don't believe in that. I'm
I
not.
believe in
No.
spirits. Yes, I do.
In what way?
like like the good spirits, I guess, maybe, I guess you could say. Like just the ones, I guess, that supposedly they say that are like the one that watches out for you and things like that.
Your guardian angel?
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
Mm.
Like, who's your guardian angel?
If anybody who I would think right now, probably be my dad. I really would.
Hmm. I mean, it's nice to believe that. I think it comforts people, but they really, really, really think about it. There's no such thing.
Well, it's not comforting because I haven't even met my dad.
Well, yeah, but to you think that he's watching over you, and it puts you at ease. Like, oh, I mean, it sounds cruel, I guess, from me, but I don't believe in that. I don't. You die, you die. It's
But remember what we said, you can come back.
not to the you go to another dimension. That's what we did that podcast. The previous podcast was about stuff like that. But it's I want to go way deeper into it. I might put a snippet up or something on TikTok or something. But yeah,
Hmm.
okay. This is a good one. Are you currently jealous of anyone in your life? What are you jealous of?
Mm, to be honest, I don't think I'm jealous. I mean, I think I supported everybody on what they do, you know?
Hmm.
I mean, we're surrounded by a lot of people and successful people and people who
Yeah.
do well. And then there's some people that we do have that, are still down and out, of course.
Hmm.
But I mean, jealous, I wouldn't say I'm jealous, but I always say, I wish the best and I'm glad that you are successful or,
Yeah.
doing what you love, I
I
guess.
was thinking about that today. I don't know why I thought of it, but I don't think I've ever been jealous of anyone. But I do. I told you this too. There was this nurse. He trained me at one of the jobs I had, and this guy's younger than me, and he was telling me that, you know, when as we were out in the field, we were training. He was training me, and he was talking like, oh yeah, we're telling each other about each other, and he told me, I own a lot of businesses, and he owns a lot. He's pretty wealthy. He owns a lot of businesses. He's married, has two children, and I was thinking, man, that's cool, man. Like I wasn't jealous of him, but I was thinking to myself that would be good to have. It'd be nice to like trade places with this guy. And then he started telling me about his health problems, and I was like, never mind, no way. Like uh, to me, my health is the most important thing. I don't care if my friend or whoever, anyone is rich or whatever, and if I could trade places with them, I would not do it because of the health things. I think I'm pretty healthy. I don't take any meds. But and that to me that's the most important thing. I could be broke, homeless, whatever, but at least I have my health, and that to me that's more important. So no, I'm not jealous of anyone.
Mm, maybe leave them right there so we don't mix them. What is the one thing that would be unforgivable to you in a relationship?
Oh gosh,
Say it.
this is a really we've talked about this, and to me is lying about anything. Like And it's gonna sound weird or sick to some people, but this is my philosophy. You know, like cheating, yeah, it's bad. But if you're honest with me and you tell me that you cheated, I might forgive it. I might. I don't know, but it's not as bad as a lie. Like anything you lied to me about, anything that just pisses me off. That's the worst thing you can do to me is lying to me. And a lot of people say, "Oh, cheating is unforgivable, unforgivable." Like I don't, no, I don't believe it. Like that's your ego. Because if you really, really love someone, you won't. Yeah, of course you're gonna get hurt if the person cheats. But the way I look at it is, say you're at a club and you're after this girl or a guy, but this I'm a guy, so I'm gonna you're after this girl, right? And well, first of all, what's the first thing that the guy does if you cheat? Like he'll start getting mad and call you on every name in the book, like you're this, you're that. Okay, so you're at a club and you're after this girl, but you don't know, and you get to take that girl home that night or whatever. You do not know what that girl did yesterday, last night, or earlier today. She could have been with someone, but you don't care because you want that girl. So why don't you care that the girl was with someone last night, but you care it hurts you so bad that if she cheats on you, like that's like the stupidest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and like you're gonna think, oh, this guy's stupid, but you don't know our relationship. Like we've talked about stuff like this. I think we have a pretty good relationship. I think,
I mean,
but
for the.
just the lies to me. If she lies to me, that's it. Like she knows that she's lied to me before about
Mm-hmm.
other shit, but that's like that. You want to set me off, you can lie to me, and that's it. Even my friends, family, whatever, you lie to me, that's the worst thing you can do to me is lie. You?
I'm trying to think. I would, as you've been talking. I mean, I get your point too about the whole cheating thing. Like, what are you gonna get so mad about? You know, like I just feel like if you're gonna do it, do it. You know, but to me, I would feel that you should say something and don't be mad about it. I mean, we are still we're all still human and we're all still going to feel things and we're all still going to do things that are not going to make sense to the other person.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the cheating is not the biggest issue for me, but if you sit there and you're telling me or feeding me stuff, then yeah, that will probably irritate me. But to be honest, I really don't think if you're being in a relationship, of course, relationship requires a lot of forgiveness, a lot of work. It takes two people. So I feel, yes, if, like he said, cheating can be forgiven at the moment or it won't. But I feel like there should never be, I mean, if y'all don't want to be with each other, say it. It's
Yeah. And
simple.
we've talked about this like in depth. And we could do a whole podcast on just that one thing because
Yeah.
people will think, what the hell's wrong with these people? Like, they really think like that? But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's your traditional relationship. Um, it's not us. You know,
Mm-mm.
it's different.
Yeah. I just don't feel like, to me, I feel like being in a relationship, yes, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna, fight. You're not gonna have the greatest days in the world. You're not going to see eye to eye for anything always. I mean, but if y'all understand each other, I think that's
Yeah.
better than anything.
Yeah, just communication is key though.
Yeah. I mean, if you,
You gotta tell the other person what you're feeling. If it scares the other person, then but you gotta be strong. You gotta be real, real. emotionally strong to date one of us. Yeah, because we don't.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't feel like there's one thing that's unforgivable because you're human. You're going to make mistakes. I mean, and if you are, there's certain people that are going to draw them and be like, hey, I don't like this, or, because we had that issue where we were like, okay, there's certain things that are going to turn us away or
Yeah,
whatever. But I just feel like there's no thing that is unforgivable at the moment. I mean, if you're going to be in this relationship and you're going to stick with it, you're going to have to forgive. And if you can't, that's fine, then let it go.
yeah. Just be honest. You
Yeah,
say I can't
just,
forgive this.
and
Okay,
that's
yeah,
fine.
that's fine. There's no fighting, whatever.
Yeah, no reason to be ugly.
So we're gonna do one more card each, and then we'll call it a night.
Okay.
So
And you're going to give me the hardest question
no,
yet.
it's pretty cool. What's the hardest thing you've ever done?
I told you were going to give me a hard question. Did I not say that? What's the hardest thing I've ever done? Ooh. Hmm. Being selfish. I've never, like, I don't know, ever since being a mom at a young age, I have never put myself first.
Oh, it's hard to be selfish.
So to me, I felt like if I did something without my kids, or I, you know, even thought about myself, I felt wrong.
Horrible, yeah.
Yeah. And so now my kids are older and I do selfish things. Every once in a while, I'll feel that. Like, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, am I doing the right thing, or should I have included them? Should I
Right.
have said something? Like, but I think I've always been there, and I don't think I've ever had to sit there and be like, because I've always, like I said, I've always put them over me and my needs. So that would probably be as being selfish.
Yeah, makes sense. Me, hardest thing I've done. What was the question? I forgot the damn
What
question
is the hardest thing you've ever had to?
that,
What
that
is
I've
the?
ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Probably going to nursing school, taking that leap. That because at the time I was married, I had two sons, I had a mortgage, and like in so I was working at the prison, and I wanted to get the heck out of there, and like in 2 weeks, nursing school started. So I had to test to get into nursing school. I passed, and then I just went straight to nursing school, like without any plan. I just did it. I just screw it. Let's go to nursing school. That's how bad I wanted to get out of that job.
You're brave.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck it, this. And I was that was scary because I was like, shit, what if I? And to knowing that I was a bad student, like the real horrible student in high school,
No, you weren't.
and I'm thinking, shit, going to nursing school, like, dude, it don't even make sense. Like they're gonna laugh me out of nursing school, but I just did it, and thank the universe, thank God that it worked out.
Mm.
You got one more question.
Let's hope I get a good question and not a hard question, like a funny question, maybe. Am I ever gonna get one of those? I see. This is like too plain. Have you gone or would you go hunting?
Have I gone or would I go hunting? Shit,
Yes.
I don't know. Have I gone hunting? I don't. I think I have. Yeah, I have, but I never shoot nothing. And I don't. I didn't like it. I don't like killing animals. I just, I don't know. It's the dumbest thing. I don't know. I don't. I'm not trying to judge anyone, but yeah, I don't like hunting. I wouldn't do it again.
I don't know. I've never been, but I don't think I ever would.
No, I like shooting guns, like cans
Yeah,
or whatever, or targets, but not animals.
yeah. I don't think I could. Like my kids are brave. They've done deer hunting, and I'm like, they,
They kill deer.
yeah, they've killed. But I'm just like me. I don't think I've ever found
It's
it.
just I don't know. It's
I've
like
never found it interesting. Like, yeah, like it's cool to like sit there. You're not the one shooting, but but
I
if you,
just love animals. I mean I do love animals. I'm not a big I don't have a lot of I don't have any pets, but I do love animals. Like just last night we saw two birds outside. And she came over and she said, "You didn't see those birds outside?" I said, "No." So I went outside and there was two little baby birds, right?
uh huh,
And one of them had his wing broken or something. He couldn't fly. And it had like his head was torn, like skin was torn out. It was bleeding, his fur, whatever the heck you call it. And the other bird, I guess the buddy or brother, or whatever, was just beside him. And so I tried to pick the injured one up, but he like walked away. So we came inside and we were talking, and then all this time I was like feeling so bad for that bird. I was like, man, what should I do? Like, I need to. I'm a nurse, so I have like a bunch of gauze and saline and stuff here. Like, I was gonna patch him up, And so I was thinking this whole time, and I thought, shit, I'm gonna go get that bird. So I googled it. What do you feed birds? And it said feed them cat that dry cat food, but soak it in water. So my landlord has cats, and I thought I can go get cat food from him. Or my son has a cat. I said I go drive get some cat food from him, soak it up, and feed the baby bird. We go. I empty a box out. I go out. We go outside, and the bird's dead. Shit. I just felt so bad all night. I felt bad all night. Like I should have got it whenever I had the
and I
chance.
told you, remember, as a like,
I don't know. I just that. So I don't know. Hunting, nah, no, it don't do nothing for me.
mm-mm. I mean, I don't. I mean, it's cool to see, like,
No, it's
you
not even
know,
cool to see that.
I just think it's cool just to see the targeting. But I mean, killing the actual animal, no,
Yeah,
they don't
but
interest me at all.
yeah, we got into some pretty deep stuff. I think
Yeah, some
so.
random. We need some more better ones,
Yeah,
but we'll work on it.
but I hope you liked our episode, and we will see you next time.
Bye.